Hello guys, welcome to another one of my Minecraft server update videos. First thing I am touching today is the portal treasure area, where I just want to be showing you guys a bit of the update that I'm making to the loot in the portal treasure area. So this is a treasure chest that you can reach by entering the right portal in the PvP slime area. So it's a PvP area. Keep inventory is on, making it relatively safe for you to fiddle around with the area to learn how it works. For now, at least. In the future, there is not going to be PvP keep inventory on here. It's just really for those of you that are in on the server at these early times, so you have a chance at fooling around and getting a bit of an edge. So yeah, treasure is getting more and more interesting every day, adding in new stuff every time it is unclaimed and I come in and have the time for it. So it's gonna be like really silly, crazy pants. Builder project going on like crazy. So much happening in the new starting area of the server. It is still incomplete, but things are just moving forward so fast that it is really hard to believe that you guys have been putting so much time and effort into it. Even the sugarcane farms that I made are now being remade to something that looks amazing. And that is the cool thing about having really skilled players on the server that want to be helping out. You have like so much more insight into how the game works and what you can do than what I do. So the thought about this new area is that when you start on the server, once this is done, you're gonna have a starter rank. And the starter rank will allow you exclusive access to this area along with other starting rank players. No non-starter players will be able to be here, except of course for moderators. And what that means is you have a bit of a Care Bear area to familiarize yourself with the mechanics of the game on this server, the economy. Every part of the game is going to be represented here. So there is going to be an acro farm, there's going to be a PvP area, like tiny stuff. There is going to be a place where you can practice buying plots, perhaps just like a 4x4 or 2x2 plot, just to give you a chance to practice permissions before you go and buy a big one and you place a chest in a big one and you lose everything because you did something wrong. Underneath the farm here we have this semi-creepy area with, it's gonna have skeletons and zombies. It's going to be a place for you to sharpen your battle skills so that you can get your MMO up. You can perhaps get a bit of different loot than what is made available in the starting area stores. So you can use this area pretty much as long as you want. There are limitations to what you can acquire here, which is why which is one of the reasons why you're gonna want to leave here at some point, because this is probably not what you want to do, but this is a chance, it is an opportunity to start out to reach the game where there are other players with more starting money or better starting equipment, but it is an option. You can freely leave whenever you want. Doing so will give you the default rank. Once you have default, you cannot return. And that is really how I want to have it. There are going to be limitations in this area to what you can do. You're not going to be allowed to grief the farm. So I'm working on mechanics, for instance, in the cacti area, to destroy and replace the top part of the cactus so that it just drops a loot. It is going to be an introduction area, but it is something that I want to stay pretty static, in that players are not going to have a lot of control over the area. Perhaps you're gonna get this like tiny plot that is going to like tell you that this is just for testing and blah 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 blah. So money is gonna be easy here. You're gonna have hopefully space to try out a lot of things. Slime parkour and like all sorts of things are gonna be here. There's already a fishing area in the works. Gonna be anvils and enchanting books, like everything you can think that you would want to figure out how does this work on this server. You can try it out here. Another thing that I have been doing lately is what I am showing right here, and that is digging around other players' plots. Yes. And what am I doing there? I'm putting in chests on the ground. Yes, I am. I'm burying treasure chests down in existing plots, in new plots, in random plots. It is not something I'm doing for specific players that have done anything out of the ordinary to deserve a treasure on their plot. It is not something I'm doing on the largest plot for it to be more profitable, or the smallest plot. Chests, random places, underground, just for those that like exploring, because exploring is it is something I really feel for. I want players to have a blast crushing it all places in the server, and also when they buy a plot. I'm also going to be digging chests around, like in the FFA world, possibly like random places, just because I think it's really cool to have these things floating around that players can find with additional things in them. So in here now we have custom apprentice swords. They give some movement speed, they give a little health speed, they are better than normal wooden swords, but like I'm also putting in here keys to the big blocks, chests, crates that you can unlock in the casino. This one here is getting some all like completely random, unbalanced. Some people are lucky, some people are not, and some are getting enchanting books, some are getting potions. It has nothing to do with what players have earned or have the right to. It is just like random goodies being spread around on the server because I really feel like it. And when I'm playing and it's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and I'm really tired, but I want to be Minecrafting and I want to just share a bit of funny pants and happiness on the server, then I may just dig something down on some random plot or more. And it's not something I'm going to be showcasing a lot of. It's just this is the first time I have done it on this scale, where I spent a lot of time doing just this, so I wanted to just share it with you guys and let you know. Perhaps, not a guarantee, but there is a chance that there is a chest on your plot, possibly in the ground, perhaps in the corner of your house. Who knows? It might be. So yeah, that was was just a little something I ended up spending way too much time on. Managed to also say hello to a few new players, and that was also like really cool. I do really enjoy when I see new faces on the server and I can throw a ninja sword at them and just help them get started. Other things I did yesterday and I may be doing randomly is stuff like this here. Low population time on the server and like farms going on, so I decided to fly around to see if there were ongoing stuff that I could help complete where I wouldn't be interfering with player plans. And what that means is that if you have a farm and it isn't finished, and I can see it's pretty obvious what you are going to be doing, you're going to be putting more sugar canes here or more wheat or whatever it is, then I'm just going to be going in and nudging it. And it's not like don't expect me to be doing this every night. It's not like that at all, but just going around, fooling around, trying to help others on the server have a good time. And like here, completely blank farm with water but no sugar canes, so I figured somebody might get happy logging into a fully grown sugarcane farm, so why not just spend a few minutes of my time on that. And I know, yeah, I could do all sorts of other things, more practical, important things on the server, but I really just wanted to do a bit of jolly good spirit stuff, and yeah, then I ended up doing this here. So like I said before, also putting chests random places, and some of the chests are in plots that are owned by existing players. Some of the chests are in plots that are not owned by anyone, some that have been owned by others. Actually jumping into a plot here that is currently unowned, and if you cannot pay your daily tax or rent for the plot, if you get busted out of the server for being a cheater, whatever kind of reason it is, the plot is going to be left for others to get. And this is already a pretty cool plot. It has a very central, good location, very nice view over the ocean. You have the sun, yeah, you know what I mean. The farm is already made, water is there, and I just figured I would one-up it by just planting the sugar cane, so that when players log in the next time, they are possibly going to be fully grown, making it even sweeter for somebody to acquire this plot here, because it's going to be like instant money back. Not all of it, but it's gonna be a sweeter deal, not so much because of the money you are getting the first time around, but because you don't really need to spend the time making the sugarcane farm. So just small stuff really, but fun stuff, I think, anyway. And yeah, I like doing stuff like that as well. Not the only thing I was doing this day here, also just like going inside to visit Inside First's house to drop him a little bit of a chest as well. And I'm dropping by the builders to give them a ninja sword as well in their building chests. And it is of course because if you are crushing it like crazy as you guys are on the server, making it even like a better place for everybody, trying to really one up everything about the theming, the design, the structure, the availability, everything that I can really think about. If you're spending so much time on that, of course, if I can minimize the stupid time, you know, the walking around time, the fly time, whatever it is, by giving you a ninja sword that increases your movement speed, something like that, I'm gonna be doing it. So just flying by the area again here, as you can see, the sugarcane farm is done. And I'm just like popping in these Ninja Sword 2s in these builder crate case kind of things, so that builders too can move a bit faster in this area. Of course, the sword can be taken other places as well. But I'm thinking, especially if you are moving back and forth, gathering resources and stuff like that, you really want to have a bit of an increased movement speed so you don't need to be wasting your time. Anyway, guys, that was pretty much what I had to share about Tuesday on the server. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching.